So let's turn now to two experts in both law enforcement and in missing children. Jennifer Coffindaffer, NewsNation's law and justice contributor and a former FBI special agent, as well as Callahan Walsh, child advocate with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Great to have both of you with us. Jennifer, do you think Ross followed this family up to this campsite? Was the family targeted in some way, or was this a crime of opportunity?
Well, from what we know, the individual who did this abduction had a home only zero point 0.8 miles approximately from the Sena family home. And I find that to be too much of a coincidence to believe that this might not have been targeted.
And you and I were both talking about the fact last night that her bike helmet was with her. The bike was upright, as I was just talking about with Patrick, which shows that she wasn't panicky and running away from him. She might have known him. He might have convinced her that I'm going to give you a ride someplace.
Exactly. Or even maybe he needed help or something like that. There's so many lures that these individuals use. But clearly she put her kickstand down and was probably engaging with him when he snatched her.
Callahan, Charlotte vanished in a matter of moments. I mean, literally, she was going to do one tiny loop. And as Patrick was just explaining to us, it's a small loop. And everybody knew each other. It was a small campground. It's chilling how fast these kidnappings can happen.
Unfortunately, all it takes is a moment. Now, stranger abductions are happening less and less here in America, and that's a great thing. Last year, we saw just under 100, but that's just under 100 too many. And it goes to prove that even in 2023, these things can still happen. This was a campground that's had a lot of people. It was a great weekend. There was great weather. It's amazing that nobody saw something in real time to be able to report her abduction. And again, it just goes to reinforce the fact that it just takes a moment, just a lapse in judgment, just 1 second for these individuals, the predators, to grab a child. And that's exactly what happened in this case.
Does this indicate to you, Callahan, that he's acted before? I mean, does somebody who abducts children just all of a sudden out of the blue commit a crime like this?
You know, we've been analyzing attempted abductions for over a decade at the National Center. And so looking at this case, how he was able to pull it off so quickly, seamlessly, it is possible that he has done this before, and law enforcement is looking into that. We know at the National Center we've got over 200 cases of other missing children in New York State. Now, many of them have gone missing under very different circumstances, but I'm sure law enforcement is taking a close eye at all those cases tonight.
Right. Right. All right, Jennifer, you've got a lot of experience with the FBI. What's happening now? What are police and agents now investigating as they try and figure out whether or not he targeted this family and why he would write a ransom letter? This was not a wealthy family, but he must have known them somehow. There must be some connection.
Right. They are going to be looking at that specifically, Elizabeth, is not only they already have the timeline that they already began to establish, but now they need his timeline, exactly the motions that he took to make this crime happen. I'm sure they have attempted to debrief him and interview him. We don't know if that was successful or not. We know he's already been arraigned and has a preliminary hearing coming up. So, Elizabeth, they are dotting their T's or dotting their I's and crossing their T's in terms of all that information that is going to link him to that abduction.
And do we know if he was also camping at the site, or did he just drive into that campsite in that state park to abduct this girl?
I would believe he just drove in. I really think that this close proximity of his house to the house of the Sena family is just too much of a coincidence to ignore. And maybe that's where she was originally targeted.
Yeah, boy. So remarkable to have this happy ending. And, Callahan, I was just thinking this case resonated for so many parents across America. It brought up the case of the kidnapping of 9-year-old Amber Hagerman in Dallas, Texas, who was also riding her bike. The Amber Alert law is named after her. Of course, her case ended in a murder, and thank goodness this one did not.
Absolutely. And Sarah Ann Wood as well. This community knows all too well.
Yeah.
Sarah Ann Wood went missing in upstate New York, also riding a bike.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we have a great outcome. in this story. This family's whole again. This little girl is sleeping in her own bed.
Yeah. Callahan, Walsh, thanks for all the work you do. Jennifer Coffindaffer, thank you for all your expertise tonight. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.